thing down there. He was like the hybrid Zeratul fought.
Here? But how?
Minsk. It's always Minsk. The end of the universe is coming, and I should have known he'd be behind it.
But how did he hybridize Zerg and Protoss? The technology required is way beyond anything Terrans have developed. He can't be working alone on this.
Hey everybody, this is EZ, and welcome to episode 24 of my Starcraft 2 Let's Play. In this episode, we are going to have a fairly interesting mission, and first thing is, let's check in on the news.
This is Kate Lockwell for UNN. Donnie Vermillion remains on sick leave. Get better, Donnie. Coming up later, we begin a 10-part expose on corruption in the Dominion government. How high does it go? Tonight, however, I'd like to return to the topic of Tarsonis and the day it fell. Families ripped apart, literally, when the savage Zerg arrived. Mountains of dead bodies, deserted cities. Let's play that clip again.
I will rule this sector or see it burnt to ashes around.
Stop! Wait! You can't just come in here!
By order of Dominion Security, this newscast is terminated.
We finally got you, Arcturus. Nice to see the media taking shots at you for a change.
Alright, and now we head to the lab. I don't think anything interesting over in there. I just always check, 'cause you never know. Nope, nothing interesting. We head to the armory. You can talk to Swan.
What in the hell's name did you stir up in that lab, cowboy?
Minx is taking a plain god literally now. He made that thing and a whole heap more like it. And who knows how many other labs he's got out there.
Great. Like we ain't got enough to handle with the Zerg. Now we got Minx breeding his own damn monsters too.
Alright, and we get to go to the bridge. Alright, so we can go back to the Armory Council in here. We don't get anything new, so it didn't change. That's why I didn't click on it. Go into the bridge right here, and Hornet's nothing to say, but...
I don't know what Manx was trying to do in that lab, but I think he's in over his head.
Alright, and now we click on the star map here, and we only have to go to Char left, so that's where we're gonna go.
Everything is in motion to begin the final act. The invasion of the primary Zerg hive on Char. Once we begin, there will be no turning back. Ensure that you are fully prepared, Commander. Destiny awaits.
Alright, and we get to launch, and it says right here, once the Char mission invasion begins, you are unable to leave Char and complete missions on other planets. Should we go to Char right now? This is just a warning saying you cannot go back when you start doing this, so we're going to hit yes, of course.
Char, if hell ever existed, this is it. Oceans of fire, tectonic storms, and an atmosphere that'll burn a man alive. But we've planned for all of that.
You can't plan for the Zerg, General. They ain't gonna fit into your nice, clean timetable.
I've led 5 separate invasions against the Swarm. I held the line while you and your terrorist friends hid under a rock.
We're all aware of your victories, General. I've invited Commander Raynor here to assist us with any unforeseen contingencies.
Well, it sounds like you got it all figured out, Junior.
I have far too much invested in this undertaking to see it fail. Speaking of which, you might particularly enjoy this next step.
Valerian, I've just received a report you've taken half the fleet. Care to explain yourself, boy?
Father, I am about to accomplish that which you never could. Today, I will defeat the Queen of Blades and secure peace throughout the Dominion. By this act, the people will finally know that I am a worthy successor to you.
I love your gumption, son, but you're in way over your head. What makes you think you have the experience to...
You ain't alone, Arcturus.
Raynor. I don't know what gutter my son fished you out of, but even you've got to realize that treacherous bitch cannot be saved. And Neither can you.
We'll see about that. And when this is over, you and me got a score to settle.
Everything I could have hoped for.
You're playing a dangerous game here, kid.
Prince Valerian, we have Zerg attack waves incoming.
Already?
Clear the bridge. I got a battle to win.
I'll see you boys on the ground.
No, I first.
Teams Bravo, Echo, and Delta have gone dark. Repeat, Alpha has lost contact with all elements.
Where's command? I got no support! I got Zerg coming out of my...
We're on fire! Repeat, we've lost all thruster power!
They're coming out of the ground!
Any station this net! Any station this net! We need fire support! We need it now! Ah!
Damn it. I told him a frontal assault wasn't gonna work. She was playing with us the whole time.
Well, brother, we're alive at least. Looks like the few battle groups that did make it to the surface scattered all over the place.
Do you think death is the worst thing that can happen to you here? Infestation is what's coming for you. Soon all will start to swarm.
She's trying to get in our heads, man. We gotta keep it together.
If we're gonna pull this caper off, we need to rally as many survivors as we can.
Commander, Dominion battle groups are still landing all around you, but they're in pretty bad shape and coming under heavy attack from the Zerg.
All right. Let's get out there and rescue their sorry butts. We need to pull together a real fighting force, or we won't have a prayer of stopping Kerrigan.
Alright folks, this mission is aptly named The Gates of Hell. So what we're going to do is what Rainer said, basically bail out the Dominion because they don't know how to do an attack on a planet. So we need to bail them out, and we need to, basically, that's it, just bail them out. This mission is hard if you do it the wrong way. The way I'm going to show you makes it fairly easy. It's also a very cheap way to get the achievement for rescuing all of the drop pods. They'll have 10 drop pods dropped. There's a special cheap way you can get all 10 of them, and I will show you how to do that. It's a little trick. It's more or less a glitch in the system. It shouldn't work the way it does, but it does. So here we go.
Commander, tactical analysis indicates the Zerg greatly outmatch your current forces.
Know what I'm doing.
Matt, keep me updated on those drop pods as they get to Char. If we can reach enough of them before the Zerg, we might just have a chance of fighting our way through this.
Sir, I'm tracking an incoming drop pod. It should be landing close to your position any second.
All right. Let's get out there and find him before the Zerg do.
This first drop pod just has some Marines in there. It's actually very easy to get them. This one, you don't need. I'm just using Marauders and Medics. You don't really need anything else. I mean, the tanks can shoot some stuff. I mean, those shouldn't be able to kill what you have. There's nothing else really to attack you. You get some resources too.
Raiders. We sure are glad to see you boys. But where's General Warfield?
I'm assuming command here. You men fall in with us, and we'll see to finding your general.
Yes, sir.
I so love the way you kindle their hope, Jim. By all means, bring them all to my doorstep. It'll be like lambs to the slaughter.
Don't listen to her. Stay focused, and we'll make it out of here together.
Remember, Kerrigan is a bitch. You could treat her as such. Now, some people tend to wall off in this mission. I'm not actually going to wall off at all. I will put those things there because that's got a radius that'll slow them down when they get to there. So I'm going to put one over here. So you put 2 over here. You need to put 2 on this side right here and right here so you can slow down anything that comes from the air.
Sir, I've detected a drop pod in your vicinity.
This drop pod is slightly harder to get, but with this medic squad right here, it shouldn't be too bad. They haven't started giving me the good ones yet, so. And look at that. I should lose maybe a Marauder at the most, but that's about it, nothing big. I'm gonna get it all replenished when I go down here.
Let's move!
And Banelings, they did have Banelings come attack me. Those are pretty big. This attack right here, we need to just kill pretty quickly because they got Mutalisks in there too. They do send air. They will send everything in their arsenal at you. I mean everything at you. Don't get me wrong with that term. I'm not using that term loosely. There is nothing that they will spare from killing you with here. So, I also need to send some SCV here to start repairing things. I need to put another turret right here. Another one right there. You only need 1 siege tank. You don't need many tanks. But what you do have, you need to conserve. 2 things you have are good, you need to conserve them. Because once they hit these, they'll slow down really badly. Like this right here should slow down a Broodlord.
Sending coordinates to a nearby drop pod.
But this makes it tricky. I'm gonna lose most of the army here. I only get us some Vikings stuff. That's not really the greatest army I could have. I lost all my medics, which means I have nothing to heal these guys, which is bad. So what I gotta do is train more medics up over here. Close it up in Marines there. The force is big enough to do this, and I'm gonna get some more minerals and stuff from this.
Get this factory back to the landing zone and get it building.
So all this factory's gonna do is land right there, just to basically, I'm not walling in per se, but I'm blocking off the entrance. So the difference between walling in and blocking off is I'm doing right now. So yeah. These right here are basically just quick grab things to grab some resource cache and stuff like that. And they could kill that spore cannon right there. It doesn't have to, but I'm gonna do it anyway because I can. That's not being sadistic at all. That's just being preemptively prepared to not die. Now I need some SCVs continually to repair. So the biggest problem you have here is the fact that you can't repair fast enough. And you do target your SCVs while you repair, which causes problems. And I will drop siege breakers down. As soon as the cooldown wears off, I will drop them down. I'm not going to upgrade them at all, but by the end of the army, I will have a very big force. Put a siege breaker right here. Excuse me, and I'll put another siege breaker right here in siege mode.
Sir, another drop pod is coming down near your location.
Now with this drop pod, what do you see? It's got some tanks and some marines. You do want that one. It's a good one. Now all the drop pods I'm going to add to my army, the ones that I'm going to keep adding to my army, otherwise I'm not adding anything to my army. That was a very easy drop pod to get. That's a Broodlord. I say we need to shoot this Broodlord before he causes any problems. And check out that spore cannon right there, because it doesn't necessarily do much, it's just basically just there for me to kill early. Now, these 2 tanks I'm just going to use as more base defense. This is how you build up your base defense here. Get to doing it right now, you build up your base defense this way. Because they should not be able to actually stop you. If you haven't noticed yet, my army composition is going to be a giant marine medic ball. And what few drop pod units I do get. A few drop pods that I do get, that I do actually keep, you will know by looking at them that I'm going to keep them. This mission, it's timing, it's a slight timing push and it's slightly not. It's a slight timing push just because,
Sir, another drop pod has arrived near your perimeter.
This one is a completely pointless drop pod, so what I'm going to do for it, I don't need the Ravens. So what I'm going to do is use the mule just to drop right there, because mules do count as your units.
Mayor power is just what we need. Secure this starport and bring it behind our guns.
No, yeah, they try to attack the air units, but my guys just shred that. If they try to attack my main base, they'll get shredded as well. The starport gets to drop right here. No, wrong spot. He needs to drop actually up one spot so that guys can come down to the bottom. He gets to come through this gap right here. I have 100 army, a large army right here.
Mayday, Mayday, this is General Warfield. My ship is taking terrible, terrible damage.
Warfield, to any Dominion ship in range. My ship is down, and we sustained heavy losses. We're holding position, but we need support soon.
We're on our way, General. Just hold on. Damn, he can't even hear us. The only way we're getting to Warfield is straight through those Nidus worms.
Some invasion.
And Kerrigan is laughs at the General's epic failure, which I honestly would too, because he failed epically.
We should mobilize everything we've got and try to break through to Warfield.
Warfield won't be alive for very much longer. My pets will be drawn to his fear, and that of his men. There's absolutely nothing you can do.
You're sure talking a lot, Kerrigan. Maybe the fear you smell is your own.
No, Warfield will never actually get overrun. I mean, I've sat here for 10, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, whatever. He never actually gets overrun. So, that's the best plus about this. And I will eventually attack, but there's a couple more drop pods I'm going to go get before I do that. There's a big one that I want to go get. And that drop pod will actually do very good for me. You'll find out why when I get it. But this Marine Medical is not big enough for me to do it either. It's not really big enough yet for me to truly beat them.
You've got another drop pod landing nearby.
This drop pod I don't need, so I'm going to do my little mule drop again. Don't need that one. Those 4 Marines in this glass are nothing. I don't need them at all. They're just going to let them die. If you haven't noticed, whatever attacks the drop pods will come after you. So my base will be attacked by Ultralisk real soon. But that doesn't matter to me. I'm a big enough army to deal with it. Just notice you never need supply depots in this mission, so you can make a massive army, a 200 army, and go at it. Or for when you have the resources for, whichever comes first. Like I said, Warfield's army will never truly get overrun. They attack very small and he has unlimited resources to keep repairing. So you never have to worry about Warfield's army dying. It's all you trying to go help Warfield. So, we keep needing to make medics. My ball, I could go in there and just wreck him now, but I'm waiting because I want to get all the drop pods, show you how to get them all. There are some that I will actually get, so I won't. They're about to start dropping 2x2. And that right there is a big thing if they drop 2x2. This Raven could come in handy. I could use some Secret Missiles, some Auto Turns, some PDDs. Medvac I could do just. I'm not going to. I don't need to, so I'm not going to.
Sir, I read multiple drop pods entering the atmosphere. I don't think you'll have enough time to rescue them all. Not with this much Zerg in the area.
Damn it. We'll rescue as many as we can. But I don't think everyone's gonna live through this.
We'll save the Vikings for as long as I can. Those I did save, and they all died because I didn't need them. My base is under attack pretty big here. They do have Broodlords, so I gotta send my big ball out to go kill them. Broodlords just destroyed my bunker right there. Now I need to go send the big ball out to kill the Broodlords. These are really... There's slight problems later on in the mission, but mainly it's the Broodlords that cause issues. Mainly it's them. Now I need to get an SCV to build me in the bunker back up here. I lost 2 Marines, but that's not a problem. Put 4 in the bunker, it doesn't matter to me. I don't need the Viking. I don't know why I really saved that. I don't need it. The next drop pod has something I actually do need, though, and I will get them. I think it drops like right here. Actually, it drops really close to your base, or it drops up there, or something like that. But those I will actually use, and I will need. So... make some mining minerals here. Now, I have 3 attack on these guys. Make them Marauders do 26 damage versus armored. Then we're going to do 9 damage per. It's a very, very good thing. So...
There's another wave of drop pods coming in, sir. It would be too dangerous to try and rescue them all.
Now, that drop pod up here, I'm losing because we don't need them. And actually, I think this other drop pod right here...
Commander,
actually can fend
the
for
last
itself.
of the Dominion drop pods have reached the surface of Char.
Looks like we're on our own, boys.
Drop pod actually can handle its own, especially with the protocol we have. The motor protocol for the Thors. As long as they don't kill the chassis right there, we're fine, which they just killed one of them. But this right here, motor protocol, 200 gas, and you get a free Thor. Now I start moving into attack. Draw that, and now I start to attack, really. Because that one Thor, I mean, it'll help. I mean, it's not the best thing I could use, but it will help. And the Immortality Protocol does improve it. I almost missed the drop pod there, but I didn't. I got all of them. Now I've got a big ball here that I'm going to send to attack. This ball should do some decent damage. Might not kill it, but it will do some good damage to him. I mean, if I lose, I'll make a save right here just in case. If I don't, then I'll lose if I don't, so I'm going to do it. Preemptively saving, that's how you do things. Now what I'm going to do with the Thors should be able to, the Thors have a range of 7, I think those have a range of 7. So I'm actually going to bring in my siege breakers, I'm going to bring them in. And they're going to snipe, they're actually going to attack these spine crawlers here. And these other guys are going to be defense for it. They're going to cover everything the spine crawler can do. And then they send at the spine crawler. I don't have an armory. I have no upgrades for these guys. They're just base. But the siege breakers do an immense amount of damage, so it doesn't really matter. As soon as they get in vision range, or I could just send the army blindly and then I'd go shoot them, that works too. That's not how it was designed, but it works. Says you're not fast enough to do anything. What usually happens in this mission is my base tends to get overrun because I stop watching it, because I'm retarded. But yeah, these things are out of range now, so they need to go back from siege mode. I've lost a total of 1 unit.
You were fools to come here.
Those are Scourges from Starcraft 1. I'm pretty sure most of you guys remember those units. They're the Suicide Air units from Brood War. Now, the Thor, I would keep sending him down. It doesn't matter. I mean, they got a Broodlord up there, but that's not a big deal. He killed a couple units, but yeah. Like I said, the Broodlords are the major problems in this mission. If you can take out the Broodlords and win with that, you're fine. Killing the Greater Spire makes them ineligible to make Broodlords because they don't have any more. Makes no sense. This is their home planet. You figure they have the technology to make Broodlords even without it, but they don't. Because it's StarCraft and they want to make it fair. Or as fair as they can make it. I'm just literally walking right through all their defenses and their bandings. So I'm going to lose some men here, but it doesn't matter. I could use the Thor as cannon fodder for the Banelings, but I'm not going to. I mean, I should lose a couple guys to the Ultralisks, or I didn't lose anyone at the Ultralisks. Wow. So I killed their hive, which is weird, because this is their primary hive cluster. You figure they have multiple hives, but they only have one. Blizzard logic, what can I say? Once you kill... I won this with squad right here, don't have to worry about anything. And my base actually survived. The first time I ever did this was that my base being overrun. I guess those upgrades, those repair upgrades actually paid off. Once you kill these Nidus rooms, you actually win the mission completely, so don't have to worry about that. One has gone down. 2 has gone down. And since I'm a sadist, I'm going to go over here and just kill this Ultra's Cavern 2. Then I'll wipe out this last Nidus Worm, and we can go with that. This mission is fairly short, as you see. It's not the longest one I've ever done. I've done a lot longer missions. I'm going to kill this Baneling nest just because they're pissing me off with Banelings. This makes them unable to produce Banelings, which again makes absolutely no sense, but whatever, Blizzard logic. Yeah, my base has survived completely, which is very odd. I killed the last Nidus Worm, and we end the mission here. Let's watch the scene.
We've reached the crash site. With any luck, old Warfield's still alive and kicking.
And that does it, folks, for mission 24. Hope you enjoyed, and have a great day.